Okay, so Sunday the 5th, we are getting her going. As you can see, Richie was just taping things up. We just scribbled some paper. What we're using for paper is lawn waste bags. You can buy a 5-pack of these things at the Ace Hardware here in town for like $2.39, right? And once you cut them up and open them up, they're 2 layers. They're heavy single layers. You get a lot of paper for very little amount of money. I mean, they wanted like, I don't know, $28 for a 60-foot roll of paper that was literally rolling paper thin. Clear coat, especially being wet, would have soaked right through this stuff. So what we did is we use our old ingenuity, right? We put the paper up on the trailer. I held part, Rich held part, and then you just take a pencil, and what I do is I sharpen it with a razor, right? And just carve into, where's the pencil? Carve into the tip of it. Here we go. From here out this way, right? And swoop down and get you a nice big bit of lead exposed. And then once you get this thing in place, you just run it over top, find the edge, and you'll see the letter, right? You'll see whatever you're doing. So once we get it marked out, you cut it a bit smaller than the lines that you're seeing to give you room to put tape on, right? And you put a couple pieces on, you tape it up, you tape the rest of it on, man, it's good to go. So we'll get this one in place and taped up, and then we'll go back around, make sure all the edges and corners are pushed down. We'll tape off the rest of this stuff here. We're stopping here. So we'll just, we'll paper a bit here, paper a bit here, paper up at top, down the back around here. And we'll probably, I don't know, throw some weights on the paper up top because it is breezy. You see the flag over there blowing. I'm a little concerned about the wind, being that we're painting outside. Let me get you in the shade. That we're painting outside because when the wind blows, it's like trying to, you know, if you ever spray bombed out in the wind, you know, and the spray goes like this and the wind comes and just takes it away, you know. So you have to use more air pressure, which means you're gonna use more material. With the base coat, it's not a problem because the base coat doesn't need to be smooth and shiny. It just needs to be applied evenly, right? So you can go over it. You can dry spray. It doesn't matter because the clear is what makes it shine. The clear coat is what's going to be the issue. I think the reason we're getting these gusts of breeze, as you can see the trees here, it starts blowing. Nothing yet, and then, you know, it's a nice summer breeze, but it's not what we want. I think we're getting it from these storms, these tropical storms that came up through the Gulf and up the East Coast. We couldn't get a damn breeze for nothing, man. No. For a week and a half, 2 weeks of 90+ degree weather, we couldn't get a breeze one. And now the wind is blowing like crazy. So let's see, here's the breeze now. So we're going to be fighting it today. We'll probably be fighting it right through the end of this whole painting project. Par for the course, right? Nothing new. Here's a nice stiff breeze blowing here. So, again, don't do this. Don't do this yourself. I mean, unless you're going to paint it inside or something, it's pointless. We're going to waste a whole bunch of material. I'm going to be blue head to toe because the wind is going to be blowing it all over the place. But hang in there. Just wanted to show you how we mark out the paper after we taped off the edge of the orange, right? And we're going to paint blue right up to it. I decided not to do the clear sparkles because we'd have clear sparkles right up to the edge, and I'm going to have to put the white tape here. And if you don't put the sparkles on, then put more clear over it and bury, you'll get little jagged bits of metal flakes sticking up out, and it'll leave marks in that vinyl tape. I took a video last night and never put it up. I ran the vinyl tape around that letter P just to make sure I was going to be able to turn it around the sharp corners of it, the sharp edges of it, especially this here. And it stretched a little bit and it got a little bit skinnier than the rest of the tape, but it didn't look too bad. The problem was I said I was going to put the white tape on and tape from there off, but the vinyl tape is literally that, folks. It's vinyl. It's like sticker vinyl. It's so damn thin that I'm afraid once I peel the masking and stuff off, that some of it will lift back off. If blue paint gets onto the white tape, because it's just masking, it's not fine line tape, it's not going to leave a super sharp edge, because we plan to cover that edge with the white trim tape. So I'm going to have to spray the blue, the base coat, and it'll dry relatively quickly. I mean, it's not a catalyzed paint, it's just reducer, but I mean, it'll dry within minutes. And then we can peel the paper off the letters. Then I'm going to have to put all the white tape on and trim and cut that, and then clear coat over top of everything. So we got our hands full. It's going to be a full day, and we're hoping to be able to get this done in time where I can get the little palm sander going on the other side and get the finished sanding done over there. And I've got the rest of the black tape to peel off here. I did this letter last night, but I got to peel all this black stuff off because that vinyl tape is so thin. You can see this line here right through it. Although we lay right up to this edge and it's 3/4 wide, you can see all of this. Not so much. You can actually see there's a different color between the white on white and white on black as well. So it's got to come off. And it's a pain because it's been on here 27 years and it doesn't just come off, man. Here with the sun beating on it, it'll probably act a little better, but you see this stuff comes off in tiny little pieces, man. And you have to usually, what I had to do on the other side was run a razor blade all the way around the painted edge, because some of the paint is over top of the old pinstriping tape, and it'll lift this stuff right off. So, it's a pain. Just this whole project is just ridiculous. We should have just painted it all blue first, and then just put this on in vinyl. Just take all the screws out where you'd have to roll the vinyl over top of it. Just take them out and put your sticker on, and then put rivets back in or something. I don't know, but hindsight 2020, right, Rich?
Of course, it always is.
Rock on. We'll talk to you in a bit. We'll bring you some blue color in just a little while. Hang in there, folks.